Well, hello there. How's everyone doing today?
Hola, what's going on? How are you?
Olo.
What's crack-a-lacking? What's going on and all that good stuff?
Oh,
What's
look at
up?
Lola. Lola was the first one out the gate at 7:59, and Eccentric was right after her.
She said,
And
"I."
8 o'clock.
And
Right.
Joshua, number one, young man, I'm not sure what you're doing, but good job at what you are doing because I don't know what this is that you are. If this is something that is a personal mantra, something that you wanted to do, but listen, you look happy, and so I'm happy for you, and I'm encouraging you. Keep doing what you need to do.
Hallelujah. Hey, Desmond.
What's going on?
All the friends are showing up.
Everybody's here, and everybody's on time, and everything, and things, and the things
Mhm.
of the things of the things. Today is what's today? Today is March the 20th.
20th.
And already I am
Hey,
uh,
Grace.
oh Lord, now number one troublemaker Grace is here. Listen, I want y'all to
And
understand.
now the party can get started.
Listen, I want y'all to understand that Grace is on the line, and I'm telling you right now, listen, child. Half the stuff I get into that don't involve Dominion involves Grace. So I'm gonna just leave that alone.
That's true. I'm looking forward to some shenanigans this weekend.
I'm thinking about that as being a prime opportunity for shenanigans. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm just trying to gear myself up and try to figure out how I want to do that.
Yeah, but don't say too much, though.
Right. That's what I'm just saying. Like I'm just thinking of how I want to do that because we can choose that a little bit more. But yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not staying overnight. I'm just going up and doing my thing and then coming back.
Even better because I might be able to schedule an early morning DNA appointment on Sunday. I'm just saying.
Classy.
I mean, come on. And depending on what time we get back, it might even be an overnight. I'm just saying.
Look at God.
We shall see. I don't know. We shall see. But it is what it is. And yeah, it's gonna be a good. Actually, I'm looking forward to this week. It's supposed to be nice this weekend too, isn't it?
I think so. Let me see what the weather's saying.
Yeah, I think it's supposed because we've been having a slew of great weather days.
I would say it's Friday. It's 100% chance of rain.
Well, but then Saturday and Sunday, there should be coming across as
No, did I say Friday? I meant Saturday. 0% chance of rain on Friday. 100% chance of rain on Saturday.
well,
We're
no.
gonna make it work. Fuck.
Oh yeah, I did look at that. I did look at that wrong. But listen, the rain ain't never stopped nothing. Rain ain't never stopped no show. Um,
Hallelujah.
so yeah. Oh, are you coming out your robe? You giving shoulder? That's what you giving. You giving a little shoulder, and then you give him a little bit, and then take it back. Then give him a little bit, then take it back. Oh, we giving man boot. Up, we give. Okay, all right. Oh, get it, and his armpit. Get it, get it, get it, ladies and gentlemen. This is sexual chocolate. Get it, sexual chocolate, sexual chocolate with an orange Joko. Get into it. You don't even understand all this. You don't even. I can't even. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. So, oh my God, I see Mrs. Sugar Snap. Mrs. Sugar Snap, I am not going to raise my voice. I am not going to say anything snarky or smart or sarcastic. I am going to
Wow.
say, welcome back.
Why would you stop now?
Listen, we got to make an effort to start somewhere. And I mean, I can't,
Okay.
it's way I'm on record, I'm on video, I'm on Facebook. Like it's been seen that I'm trying to make a new start. That's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to, just trying to make a new start. That's all. So that's all. I'm just trying to have my, because listen, Grace will serve as my accountability partner. And so
Accountability buddy.
So I'm just trying to put this out there and everything. So that's what I'm doing.
Gotcha.
Well, first of all, Mr. Sugarsap, I sincerely hope that all is well, and I'm glad that you are here because I haven't seen you in a minute. So I've been sending out some emails and some text messages and stuff because just people I haven't seen or heard from in a minute, just checking in on folks because while I may not, I may not be able to chat with you every single day. I can definitely send a text message or a chat or an email just to check on you, see how you're doing. So I always tell people that, listen, if we always ended on a great note and nothing ever happened, then nothing's ever changed how we feel. And that's just where I'm at. I'll pick up from where we went, from where we left off. But I do want to check on people, make sure they're okay. So I'm glad that people are okay. And I'm happy to see you here, Mr. Sugarsnap. So, but I'm happy to see everybody. So Lola being the first person in the room tonight, Eccentric, Joshua, Des, Grace, Sugarsnap. I'm happy that all of you are here. Listen, excited. So, but let me stop bullshitting and let me start talking about my week.
Yes. Tell us how your week was.
Baby. It wasn't even that smooth. Like it wasn't even. It was just like baby. Like that's how it's been so far. So it's supposed to be my Bluetooth device is ready to pair. And because I have this project,
baby, I love you. Baby.
It's a little bit harder than that. It's the baby.
Baby.
Okay, so we
might
we can possibly cast you as second backup for the alternate for Ashanti.
Thank you so much. I just need an opportunity to prove my talent, Miss James. I just really appreciate the opportunity. You are awesome. I have always loved you. And I would like to take this moment to tell you my entire life story, starting from the moment I was born. I was born by the river in the little tent.
No.
And I've been rolling ever since. It's been a long time coming. But I know a change is gonna come. Thank you.
We appreciate your soliloquy. It may have been a haiku. I'm not quite sure. I didn't really count it, but I just want you to know that we didn't really need all.
I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you one more thing. When I was a little girl, I had a rag doll.
You had a rag doll?
The only doll I ever owned.
The only one you ever owned?
And I love you just the way that I love that rag doll. But only now, my love has grown.
And has it gotten stronger
every day? And it gets deeper, baby. And let me say,
okay,
and it gets higher, baby, day by day. And do I love you? My oh my. River deep, mountain high. Yeah.
Okay.
And if I lost you, would I cry? Oh, how I love you, baby. Baby.
Got you. We are still going to keep you on the second alternate for the alternate backup singer for Ashanti because I
would it help to know that when I was a young boy, I was a little girl, but now I'm a young boy, that I had a puppy that always followed me around. And I promise if you give me this job, I will be as faithful as that puppy and I will never let you down.
I don't think there's anything else for us to say. I think you've just killed it. You've done everything you're supposed to do. And I think, listen, you are the lead.
So do I have the job now?
You have the lead role as the second backup to the alternate background singer for Ashanti. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
So, in order to get this job, all I just want to say is I left a good job in the city. Working for the man every night and day.
Night and day? Okay.
But I never lost not even a single 1 minute of sleep.
Okay.
Worrying about the way that things might have been.
Doom, doom, doom.
Big wheel, keep on turning.
Turning.
And my friend Proud Mary keeps on burning.
Burning.
And I'm rolling.
Rolling.
Rolling, y'all.
Rolling, y'all.
Rolling on the river.
Rolling on the river.
And because of this good job, I can give up my old job. See, I cleaned a lot of plates in Memphis. And then I pumped a lot of tane, that's octane, down in New Orleans. But I never saw the good side of the city until I hitched a ride on the Riverboat Queen.
Get the other people to come in. Yes, we're getting them off stage in a couple minutes. Get the other people
You
to come
know, the big deal. Keep on turning.
Keep on turning, baby. Bring the other
Proud Mary, keep on burning.
Call security because he won't leave. Just call security.
And we are rolling. Rolling, yeah. Rolling on the river.
On the river, yes. Two, please. That's front and then two on the other. Thank you. Thank you so much. Listen, these young men are going to be coming to get you to fill out this paperwork. If you were going to go with them, part of the process, they're going to put these little silver.
You ain't got to put your hands on me.
Listen. I
am the lead second alternate to the third string quarterback for this production. I will not be spoken to in that manner.
Sir, ma'am, what we're going to do is we're going to get you to go in the back and fill out the paperwork. But what they need to do is they need to put these Chanel bracelets on you so they can make sure that they fit.
These don't look like Chanel. This isn't fur.
These were specifically designed for our show. So if you want to follow them right to the back, they're going to get you, wardrobed and fitted. That's what.
Okay. Good. So I'll talk to you later.
Yes, indeedy.
Okay. Yes. Then I could tell you about that time my house fell on this little dog, and then I met these little cute little short people, and we met a witch and a scarecrow, and the scarecrow was trying to have, but I really wasn't into all of that. And so, it was a lot going on, but eventually, I made it back home. So it was just like, it was a lot though. But I mean, I was just traumatized. In fact, girl, before I go, can I just tell you this one more story, please?
Sure. We need 2 more security guards.
Okay. So, look at me. Look at me.
Look at her.
I am changing.
He just said he's changing.
Trying every way I can. I am changing, and I will be better than I am. Don't you take? Why are you trying to take this bite? I am having a good call with Miss Epic here. She is the directrix of this show.
Thank you, baby.
You don't have to listen. You do not have to kick me out. You do not have to kick me out. I have been put out of better places than this. So,
man, listen, we want to make sure we get you sized up and fitted for your outfit. Just going to follow all 4 of those gentlemen to the back. We got you. Mm-hmm.
So anyway, how was your week, beloved?
This week has been. I'm supposed to be working from home this week. And because I have this project that's going on, it's requiring me to go into the office every single damn day.
Can I ask you a question?
You sure can.
Are you working 9 to 5, trying to make a living? I don't know. I don't know. That's the only thing. I only know working 9 to 5, gotta make a living.
It's all taken and no given.
Yeah, I don't know.
The boss won't seem to let you. Sometimes swear is make me crazy.
Out to get me. I know that part. Sometimes I swear this man is out to get me. Yes, I know that part.
Anyway, but yes, so it's supposed to be my little work from home week, and I'm actually in the office every day.
Wait a minute, extension. What you trying to say? Agony. I don't appreciate that. I mean, what you trying to say?
So Grace has been trying to be my accountability partner, trying to get me in and out at the times that I say I'm supposed to be. And it hasn't quite worked that way, but I appreciate Grace's help. But it's just weird. It's a whole bunch of nonsense. And then today it was like, you are pulled into 18 different directions by 3 different people, and everybody wants to talk to you at the same time. And I'm just like, who works at this pace 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, or either all day for 8 or 9 hours at a time while you're at work? This is why people come home and they pass out, because they are just dead tired, because you just can't work at a pace like this for all 7, 8, 9 hours or whatever of your day. No, sir. No, sir. But besides all of that, it's been a decent week. My fur baby has been getting on my last nerve. I don't know what it is. If it's the spring, I don't know what it is, but she's just a little bit more active. And I try to be a modern parent and not have to reach out and touch her. But we have moments where I wake up and she may have scratched or clawed or tried to bite on me or something like that. And, when you sleep and you cut your reaction, you just be like, you be throwing 2 pieces of the biscuit, like real quick. You just be like, ugh. So Grace has been trying to help me with that, because I've been trying to talk through my emotions and trying to have my child to understand that no means no, and to get down from there and to, just calm the fuck down. But we're good. That's where we are. But other than that, the week has been long but short, weak and weaky, going fast but not fast enough. But all of it's been good, so I'm not gonna complain. So for me, that's how my week has been. Yeah, that's where I'm at. So, how has your week been?
Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly.
Which version are we doing?
This is a hybrid.
Oh,
with this song, girl, I got to laugh or make jokes, because depending on the day, I feel like, how much money do I have in the bank?
You're like, I'm ready to be out. I'm ready to be out. Hey, Romeo.
Girl, I'm quit this job right now, and I don't have nowhere to go or nothing to do, but I'm quit this job right now, because anything will be better than this bullshit. Baby. And then, like 10 minutes later, I'll be like, girl, what the fuck are you thinking about? You got bills. You got a fancy white woman trip that you want to pay for this summer. And I forgot to go get my lottery ticket, so I definitely didn't win the lottery.
Listen, we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that. We'll because the lottery keep on lotterying. So
it's lotterying like a motherfucker.
Yeah, so we'll do that. It's just become abundantly clear to me that the place where I work, the group that I work in, is just incredibly dysfunctional from top to fucking bottom. We'll start with, girl, we have been reporting that we are going to be finished with this project by the end of May. Everybody knows that we're going to be finished with this project by the end of May. That is dependent on some equipment arriving by the 5th of April. Now, the only reason why the equipment need to arrive by the 5th, now that equipment did originally arrive in December, but nobody, and that it's not my job to go and inspect the shipment, but no one reviewed the shit in 3 months And then when they finally did, they realized they shipped the wrong fucking thing. So we had to get it ordered. So we've been telling everybody the 5th. Our whole schedule is based on the premise of the shit is going to be on the 5th and we're going to be ready to go. Then today, the director in that group was like, oh, that shit not going to arrive until it's not going to ship until the 18th.
Where's it coming from?
That's not the point.
Is it like overseas or something? I'm just trying to figure out, time frame.
No. It's somewhere in this country.
Okay.
But the thing is, we said the shit was going to be on site on the 8th. You're telling me now it's not going to ship until 10 days later. But you couldn't tell us this in an email. You chose to drop this bomb in a meeting in front of people, including my boss, who loves nothing more than to point out, or tell you shit that she found out that you didn't know.
So that's the part for me that irritates me when it comes to a supervisor.
Right. And then when they do that, right, it's like, it's not so much that you find out the information, it's that you're holding on to it and you're using it as like a gotcha. So it's like, oh, you're not just saying, oh, because the same information could be presented two ways. Hey, Brian, just found out that the cabinets aren't going to be shipping until the 18th, and that's one. And so let's meet up. Let's put together a plan, and to do that. The other way, which is the way that it happened, is that so-and-so said these cabinets aren't arriving. We've been reporting to this. We got a big problem. And it's just like hair on fire. And then, or like even worse, like I'm reporting something one way. I'm reporting the 8th. I wasn't in this meeting because we got meetings stacked on top of meetings. And so I'm reporting something. She was like, and this isn't arriving till the 18th, but bitch, I wasn't in the meeting. How the fuck this is new information to me because none of our partners are, partnering. And you support this infrastructure where people, don't share information until it's the most harmful or detrimental to other partners on the team. And so, I can't take a day off because when I take a day off, she start meddling in other projects and start asking questions, and all of the people that report to me, because I got all this shit under control because, everyone comes to me like, oh my God, the world's on fire. The world's on fire. We need to get this done. This is the highest priority. Everything's the highest priority. And then if you work for me, like, hey, Epic, so we've got this issue that we need to work through. Can you prioritize getting this done today? And I know that when I say prioritize, that means all of the other shit that you're doing if not dropped, it's at least lower in priority in favor of getting this done right now. And then I'm not going to be like later, well, what happened to all this other shit I asked you to do? You're like, bitch, you just asked me to drop everything. This shit done. Well, when the fuck was I supposed? So I hear you that this is a priority, but when I ask, like, if you work for me, right, and you're already working, you already running on the hamster wheel, right, and I say, hey, Epic, I need you to jump off of this hamster wheel and jump onto this other one because it's this other shit that need to get done. I'm not gonna then be like, well, bitch, why this other hamster wheel stop? Because I know that I asked you to hop off of this hamster wheel. So what I'm going to ask you to do is like, hey, I know we prioritize this. We got this done. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you doing this because I really do. I want my people to know that, yeah, we got to jump through some crazy hoops sometimes. But me as your boss appreciates the work that you put in and that you took the time and the effort to get it done. But now we got to jump back on all this other stuff. So now that I know that you done lost like a day trying to get this other shit done, when can we get this other stuff done? And I'm not rushing you. I mean, I am rushing you, but I'm saying to you,
but your arm, Lance, your arm.
I mean, I'm rushing you, but I'm not rushing you. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying to you, when can we get this done? And because I'm not telling you it needs to be done tomorrow. I'm saying, looking at all of your priorities, when can you get this done? Now, I'm going to hold you to that date. So now if you say you can now get this done by tomorrow, I'm going to hold you to that. But I'm not going to preemptively tell you this needs to be done till tomorrow. You're in charge of your schedule. You know what your priorities are. You know what the most important, second, third, fourth most important thing is. So now I'm saying, now that we've jumped off of that other hamster wheel to get that fire put out with all these other things, when can we get these other things done? And then if you say, okay, well, I won't be able to get to thing C until like 2 weeks from now, I'm be like, oh, well, we kind of need to push that up in a priority. So let's rejuggle these priorities and look at that. I don't get none of that. I get, yeah, I know that you are already juggling 1,000 balls, but here are 15 more.
You
and
are
don't you dare drop a single one of these balls.
You are giving me the story of my work life at this current moment.
What did I say? Strumming my pain with the fingers.
Oh my God.
So, that is my thing. It's like, listen, and it's crazy when you got to deal, like for you, it's students. With me, it's other people who work in the group. And so that's fine. I mean, those are our customers, our partners, or whatever. But then when you feel like half of the shit you're dealing with is friendly fire.
All the time. All the time.
You don't get supported. And then when I say, we have to, we're building a design, a project, a building. So people have to review the designs, and other people, everybody has to review design. It's not my job to review the designs, even though I can. It's my job to collect other people's work, make sure everybody is aligned to the dates, get the drawings back. No one's doing that. So I escalate that to my boss. My boss is, well, what are you going to do different to get them to comply? I was like, that's not a helpful answer. Because first of all, it automatically assumes that I didn't do everything that I could to get people to this point.
That part.
And then so what I need from you is to reach out to your counterparts, and so that they can drive compliance downward. But you won't do that because you're a little bitch. And everybody in the organization knows you're a little bitch and that you're not going to stand up to your people. Therefore, they don't have to comply with anything that we really do. So I have all of the accountability and authority when other people don't want to take responsibility.
Grace, please add in this chat if that is hitting the nail on the head or for me or not. I swear for Creflo, Grace. I swear for Creflo. Grace, are you listening to this? Okay, I'm sorry. Because again, this is some of the same stuff that I'm doing every single day.
Right. And so that's work. And, so I need to stay at Amtrak because, those bonuses be bonusing and the benefits be benefiting. And so with a little effort, I could certainly get a job making 20, 25 grand more than I make now. But it's DC, so that work would likely be as a contractor. And contract work, that's why my job resume, 3 years here, 3 years there, 3 years here, 3 years there, because that contracting work, I'm very good at what I do. So I come in, solve the problem, but it's always a problem that those people should have been able to solve in the first place. So they get me to come in with an interim fix, and then they're like, okay, great, we got it from here. And they don't.
Baby.
And then, so, yes. So if I take that job, could I be in a good temporary position for the next year or two? Yeah. But then I'd likely to find myself back out on the street, and I would not have 5 weeks of vacation plus a week of caregiver leave, plus 2 personal days, plus pay, plus 7% 401k match, and all this other stuff. So I need to stay at Amtrak, but I do not need to stay in this group where I'm at. So I am meeting everybody. Listen, I might even suck a little dick to get another job.
Baby, I swear to God, every day this is a conversation that I'm having because I'm always trying to make the pieces fit. And the way that you just described every single thing that went on is literally how I feel every day, between the stuff that's going on nationally to the stuff that's going on institutionally to the stuff that's going on within my department, and also with my direct supervisor, and also my division executive director. It's a lot, and it drives me crazy every day. Then I have to turn around and manage the 2 people that are managing 5 other people.
Right. Oh, and I want to take a pause to say hello to all of the people. We have 20 people that are watching me through my. We gotta add your Twitter feed to the live next time. We've got 20 people that are watching us from my Twitter, 2 that are watching from the BGKH Twitter, 10 that are watching on YouTube. Now, we love that you all are watching via Facebooks and the Twitters and everything, but we need you to be watching via the YouTube because that's where the views count. So we need you to go to youtube.com/the BGKH show, like this particular show, share it with everybody you know, and subscribe to this channel.
And that's what you need to do. Yes, that way you will get your notifications. You'll know exactly what's going on. You won't have to text or call and be like, is the show going on? What's going on? What's not going on? Yeah, listen, you will know exactly. It will tell you what's getting ready to go on. And even if
YouTube won't let you know when the show starts.
Yeah, even if
Twitter won't let you know when the show starts. YouTube will be like, hey, the BGKH show has started. Come in for your weekly dose of shenanigans. Yeah. And feel free to comment in the chat. We love our friends and fans to be interactive. Yeah. So Terry is saying yes, everything applies to your current situation. They stay coming for you. Bitch, you know what we need to do? We need to just open our own company. But I don't like people enough, and I don't feel like going out and looking for work. Although I could be like the woman that used to own this company that worked in the same space that I did. She would always show up for meetings on site in this fur coat, but come to find out she was gripped and she ended up going to jail. So maybe she's not good. Maybe she's not a good reference.
Well, that's not a good work reference. It's not a good work reference.
No, orange is my favorite color, but not prison orange. Hey, Hypnos. Oh, so in terms of this weekend, Daddy Steve Bayless was in town celebrating his birthday. So, Daddy Steve is deeply into fisting. And so
happy birthday, Daddy Steve.
Yes. So he and some friends got together and rented a house in Fells Point in Baltimore, Maryland, with the wretched. And
having big fun.
They did have big fun, big fisting fun. And I rolled up to meet them at the Eagle in Baltimore. And so, of course, I'm there at the Eagle. And Steve was like, I'm surprised they don't have a dark room here. I was like, come on, girl. And I took him upstairs. He was like, why the fuck didn't you tell me about this earlier? I would have been up here instead of hanging around with these motherfuckers.
Listen, he is direct to the point. And listen, funny as shit. Quiet as hell, but he ain't really quiet because he says a whole lot of shit.
Steve Bayless is who I aspire to be, because Steve, this is going to take you back, but Steve is like E.F. Hutton. When Steve talks, everybody listens, and he never raises his voice, but everybody stops talking and listens, and I aspire to that level of gravitas.
That is a definite great depiction of Steve, and on top of that, he's a sweet person.
He's a lovely person.
Such a sweet man.
Yesterday, so the Good Brista was in town, and so we went to Smoke and Mirrors for dinner, and that was fine. Dinner was fine. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada. But an incident happened that pissed me off. So I'm sitting there. So it's me, Volt, and a good buddy of his. We just sitting there talking. And this woman walks past and runs her fingers across my scalp. And I look at her like, bitch, who the fuck do you think you are? She was like, sorry. Now, see, on the one hand,
don't get me started.
It's not the biggest deal in the world.
True.
But on the other hand,
it is.
If it had been her sitting at the table and I had run my hands through her hair or ran my hand across her titty, then now she gonna be upset. And then, I'm in trouble. So what I want to say is, bitch, keep your fucking hands to yourself.
All the fucking time.
Well, again, in the mean, I mean, I don't feel assaulted. I don't have specific feelings about that in general. It was just the presumption that because I'm a woman, I can go up and randomly touch a dude and he should be perfectly fine with it. And I mean, guess maybe if I was straight, I would have been more willing to entertain it, but I'm not, and so therefore I was not.
Listen, I'm not here to really listen, as Pink said, I am not here for your entertainment. Bitch,
Right.
No.
So I'm trying to pull this down and get this to the right level, so I'm not showing too much, but I'm giving like a perfectly symmetrical, chess piece. Anyway, keep going.
Listen, I remember experiencing being out in public and watching these. It was like 2 or 3 young ladies, and we were at this place. This was a place in Pittsburgh called Dirty O's or the Originals, and it was known for like their French fries and stuff like that. And so it was like an after the club type of situation because they stayed over 24 hours, and so it was like a real big hustle bustle type of place. It was on campus. It wasn't really like great food, but it was just famous food. It was comfortable. It was, shit to eat. Kind of like Denny's. You know what I mean? Like, just, it's not the best, it's not the worst. It's just just there. But anyway, so these 3 young ladies sat back and they were like plotting on trying to find a place to sit, and they couldn't. But then the people around them were eating. So this young lady decided she was going to walk up behind one of my friends, reach into their plate and take one of their French fries out and proceed.
That's how you get slapped in the fucking face.
And when I tell you my mouth dropped, I was like, who the fuck does she think she is? I was like, yeah, you're cute and all, but that ain't what this situation is, baby. Don't do that. You will fuck around and get your hand fucking stabbed and knifed to the table. Like, girl, don't do that type of shit. But I've noticed that it always appears to me that some people take those liberties because of their gender, and it annoys the shit out of me. And it's like, no, girl, you was just wrong. And I'm not saying that. Had you just asked someone to say, hey, you know what? I never had the French fries before. How are they? I know I'm a perfect stranger. Could have tried one. Whatever. But you just gonna reach in somebody's plate. Do you know how evil I am about? Listen, I hate for a bitch to ask me for one of my goobers, and I'm trying to fucking eat a goob. I can't. No. I just cannot. So I'm second, third, and fourth that opinion. Keep your motherfucking hands to yourself, ma'am, whoever you are. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, that really it annoyed me. I mean, again, my feelings weren't hurt. I didn't feel assaulted or anything. I was just like, bitch, what the fuck? You should randomly walk up and touch people. And I mean, I was supposed to be like, hey, or whatever straight men probably wouldn't say it like that, but I guess I was supposed to be flattered by that or something. Like, I remember, so one of the first cruises, not the first cruise, but we went on this cruise back in 2015 or 2005, and we was in this club across the street from the hotel that we were staying in South Beach the night before the ship left. And this woman walked up to us and was like, buy me a drink. And I was like,
I beg your pardon? Did you want to get to you trying to get to the drink? Oh, let me get out your way so you can go get you a drink. Okay.
And then I just moved out of the way because I just know that bitch wasn't talking to me because, I mean, well, one, even if it had been a dude, I probably still would have been like, no, because. But maybe that shit worked with heterosexual women and men. That's how they react. I guess I was glad that I looked trade enough that she would come up and ask me, but
Bitch, it was dark, and I'm sure she probably.
Wait a minute! Wait a goddamn minute, sir! How dare you? I am Butch. I said what I said. I'll be taking no questions.
Hey, best friend. I see he's tuned in. Hey.
You trying to start the new year off with an ass whooping? Yeah! Oh, you got me fucked up. Bitch, you honestly. You know who you fucking with? Oh, you want to switch wigs? Bet. Wig powers activated. Yeah! Activate that, bitch! My good wig. Can y'all follow me on? Hey, Blue.
So all I'm gonna say is I love her her channel so much, but baby, the way her back is gonna be fucked up in 10 years. All of this throwing herself against the door and against his bed.
Listen, those characters be getting it the fuck on, and I'm like, oh fucking right. And I think the one time I saw one of them pick up the fan and threw it at the other one, I was like, what the fuck? I was here for it though. I was so fucking here for it. But hey, I mean, listen, I agree with you that you said 10 years. I'm gonna say 5 because they've been doing it for a minute. So I give them about 5 more years, and that back's gonna be in pain.
Yes.
Been at the thrift store and you walk by that.
Shop panty rack, holding panties of the past. Whispers linger on the panty rack of panties outcast. What stories do they tell? These
Langerie
briefs. Strangers' dirty, intimate thoughts soaked in grief. Do you ever think how these panties must feel? Each red and there's a memory of Gucci it conceals.
Have you ever been at the thrift store?
I just like the idea of listen, used clothes, sure, but used drawers is a no for me.
I'm gonna say absolutely not. I'm gonna say absolutely not.
I'm so fucking tired of your fucking bullshit. Shut the fuck up.
Yep.
Did we? I thought we looked at this one last week too.
Did we?
I'm pretty sure we did. If it wasn't last week, it was the week before last. But it's still it's a favorite though.
Full-time gynecologist. Get out 90 days. Get on my JPay. Hit me up. Get to know you.
The victim as well as the...
Whoa!
Barber. Full-time gynecologist. Get out 90 days. Get on my JPay. Hit me up. Get to know each other. I'm 33. Part-time barber. Full-time gynecologist. Get out 90 days. Get on my JPay. Hit me up.
So let me just make sure I understand this correctly. Because I want to get this whole picture. The whole picture. Number one, you are calling me collect.
No.
Whatever
it's called JPay. This is a whole series. These men are in jail.
But they're incarcerated
and date. So they're calling like a number and recording this video.
Right. So you're calling this number from this correctional facility on this state, or in this state of Idaho. And not only are you leaving a message, but you also said specifically that you are a part-time
barber and full-time
gynecologist.
Well, baby, you in prison right now, so right now you unemployed on that second front, I hope.
Baby, listen, I'm sorry, Daniel Clark 10805-9, baby, that was stunt queen. That was definite stunt queen behavior. I just want you to understand. I don't know who you in the cell with or who's back there with you. I'm not sure which side of the fence you on. If you're hanging out with the gays, whatever. But baby, that was some very stunt queen shit right there. Very stunt queen. Like, I can't even say skate the line, but like it was just stunt queen. It was like it's some stunt queen shit. I'm just sorry. Yes. Yep.
The victim as well as the harasser may be a woman or a man. The victim does not have to be of the opposite sex.
How you doing, Jim?
Hey D, how's it going?
Got my stitches out.
Oh, okay, yeah. How's the baby?
Man, fuck that baby. What's up with these nuts? Ooh, you got Irish Spring nuts too.
There's nothing up with these nuts.
What's up with those nuts?
How many times I told you I'm not interested? Where's the cream at?
Oh no, I got it for you. Oh,
He needs some milk. The victim.
Workplace PSAs made by Tubi.
I can't.
Yeah, it's I. That's all I can say.
I cannot.
Are you finding life a little flat? Don't get mad. Get even better with Mr. Ray. Mr. Ray's hair weave for men and women. Stop in today for a free consultation. No appointment necessary. Mr. Ray's Hair Weave at 2700 West Cold Spring Lane in Baltimore. Or call 466-4200. That's 466-4200.
Play that over again.
Are you
because I think I saw somebody that
life a little flat? Don't get mad. Get even better with Mr. Ray. Mr. Ray's Hair Weave for men and women.
Right
Stop in
right
today.
That light skin, isn't that what's her face from Pride?
From who?
Remember when we were doing the Pride situation?
This
go
one?
back. No, go back.
I can't go back. Just the way that this is set up, I can't go back.
I don't want to say her. Is it Giselle? Is that what's her name? Giselle G. She helped us get the page during the Pride Week for Onyx, and where we had the party in the hotel. Not the party, but the Onyx U in the hotel.
I wasn't involved in that.
Not this young lady, but the other young lady. That looks. Her name is Crapola. It'll come to
her.
Me.
I don't know. Could be.
Not her, but the other young lady.
I'm just living for these hairstyles.
Huh?
I'm just living for these hairstyles.
Well, I mean, you know.
It was the 80s.
I mean, okay. But yeah.
I went to school with all of those hairstyles.
Of course we did. Of course we did.
What's up, dude?
Slow down. Oh.
So
no, let that one play. Let that one play. Let that one play again.
It was the oh. I have sympathy for all of these little kids, except for the girl who was roller skating in the grocery aisle, because your ass shouldn't be roller skating in the fucking grocery aisle.
Oh my God.
So hopefully that learns you a lesson about where to be skating.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I cannot.
King, what have you learned, sir? Oh, shit. Fuck. Okay. King, what have you learned, sir? Oh, shit. Fuck.
Baby, he was getting a blowjob on TV, and the way they was like, cut the camera, cut the camera.
Listen, I don't even know how to feel about that, because I'm sitting there trying to think, like, if it was me, how, like, what, like, how would I? He was very calm, because he was just like, oh my God.
Just because Craig Melvin is a professional.
Oh my God. Oh.
So do you know who that is?
That's Vivica Fox, it looks like.
But baby, I was like, so let's just finish watching the video.
Listen, Vivica, at one point, Vivica was the it girl. I don't know if Vivica is trying to hold on to being the it girl. I don't know if it is, I don't know what it is, but I do know that Miss Vivica's face has changed. Her body has changed.
Yes.
And I just I never remembered her being that bootylicious.
Well, I mean, she played a stripper in the Independence Day, so we seen her cheekage, and she did not have that much cheekage.
And I was also remembering back to Kill Bill, where she was probably in her most fit state,
right?
When she was fighting Beatrix. And baby, listen,
I'm just like, baby, you look like an entirely different person without your makeup.
She's giving me right now, with this whole look up in this picture right here, she's giving me Karen from Real Housewives of Potomac.
Like, listen, I'm sure she's a lovely person. All I'm gonna say is that if this is what you look like, the other person was there, looks like a person in their mid-50s or whatever.
The designer?
No, I'm talking about Vivica.
Oh,
just the difference in how she looks is just like, I'm just like, Jesus.
Now I do have to say, I do like this outfit. I like
the outfit is stunning. I love this.
I like this. It is. It's like a corset. Corset top and the lace pants or whatever. But now I didn't particularly care for the ruffled jacket feather.
No, those side pieces was she could have.
But I guess I get she was trying to camouflage a couple different things and add some depth to it. But I like I like this look right here. I think I probably would have done that as a long train. If you're going to do puffy sleeves, then do it as a long train, and she could just put on her arms and it could drag behind her.
Right.
Fucking stupid.
So,
wait a minute. Wait.
Hold on, let me go back.
Would you rather give the first
and go back? So let's do a good point. Going. Pause. All right. Now make your comment.
So we clearly see a telephone number on the bumper of this car. We clearly see
a license plate number
on the back of this car. So even if you didn't,
and Lola said the court that CVS is across from the courthouse.
Right, and so you in Virginia already, because you know I'm already like not. I ain't, you know, and then you just go walk in broad daylight, do this, baby. Listen, you got picked up later, like 2 hours later after this, because
I mean, yeah, okay, at least he got on a face mask, but he ain't got on no gloves or nothing. That means it's fingerprints all over the. I mean, listen, I'm not advocating stealing, but my cousin, you know. Yeah, when you was a kid, you might take some cookie or something without asking or whatever. And, you know, then you tell like a little terrible, easily transparent, easily definable lie to, you know, whatever. And I remember her saying, if you're going to tell a lie, at least tell a good lie. Or, you know, figure it through. So if you're going to go through the trouble of wearing a face mask, and Desmond saying the car is probably stolen. I hope so.
I hope the car is stolen, because baby, listen.
If the car isn't stolen, that car belongs to his girlfriend, and they're gonna call that number and that license plate and track that shit down to whatever.
And wait a minute, $5,000 in hair and facial products, baby. Listen, if you stole $5,000 worth of hair and facial products from the CVS, baby, you still not gonna make more than $5,000. Let's start there. Because half the people want to probably buy that stuff at regular cost. They're going to offer you, if something costs you $5, they're going to probably offer you $2 for it anyway.
Right, so you're not going to make the full value because people are going to know how much the shit costs at the CVS.
Yeah, so you, listen.
Exactly, Desmond. It ain't $5,000 worth of shit in the whole CVS.
And definitely not between no hair and facial products. Now, if you go to a beauty supply store, there might be something different because you might be in the
right, if you go to Ulta or something or Sephora.
Ciao.
Would you rather get...
Now, I wanted you to think about this, and we'll talk about this on the backside. Let me go back.
Would you rather give the first 90% of a blowjob or the last 10?
The first 90.
Where do they finish? The first 90% or the last 10?
Mm-hmm.
Where do they finish it?
In your mouth.
I didn't say that.
Then I'm gonna do the first.
If they're
like
first 90.
Yeah.
If they're not finishing in my mouth, I'm doing the last 10.
On your forehead, Keenan.
I still might do the last 10.
But you made him bust. Are you comfortable with that?
It's a lot quicker. It's a lot quicker.
You know in your mind, like,
it's a quicker action.
I made that man bust. I finished him off.
If anything, I might be like, it came crazy, but it would be on.
I'm confused. I just want to make sure I'm understanding this correctly. What was this question? Would you rather
give the first 90% of a blowjob or the last 10% of a blowjob? And so the question, the follow-up that someone asked is, does the person come, and if so, where? And so he said they come in your mouth. And so the one dude was like, yeah, sure, I'd still do it. And then the other one was like, yeah, if they come on my forehead. And exactly, heterosexual men would never not be weird, because who just randomly sits around about that? But since this is the black gay kinky human show, I have an opinion on that, but I want to know your opinion on it, Epic.
So, okay, because I wanted to understand the interaction first.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so if this, I was getting ready to ask that question of like, wait a minute, are these gay men, are these heterosexual men? Listen,
these are definitely heterosexual men.
I can only answer that from my own gay perspective. That's what I can answer from. So would I rather give the first 90 or give the last 10? Me personally, I would rather give the last 10. And I'm gonna tell you why, because I'm gonna have that little bit of an ego to be like, bitch, I did that. Just like what's name said, like I made that man bust. That's how I walk with her. Like, bitch, I done did all I need to do, bitch. I listen. There we go.
Well, see, for me, listen, I'd rather just give first of all, this is a stupid, heterosexuals always coming up with these dumbass hypotheticals. Like, when would someone like gun to your head be like, you got to give the first 90 or the last 10? But okay, if we're here now, we're already playing this game. It will be the last 10 for me because I do not like giving blowjobs. Therefore, I don't want to be, because if someone's long-winded, I don't want to be there sucking forever. I'd rather only give the last 10 and be done with it. And especially if they're only going to come on my face, I feel like I can wipe that off and go on with my day or whatever. And I guess even if they came in my mouth, I'm not going to swallow. Exactly, Desmond. Last 10%, my jaw is getting old.
But listen, we ain't even got on all that, but I'm agreeing.
Wait a minute. We all know who A Black H is. I'd rather give the first 90 because it's a warm up for getting fucked, and we know he a hoe. So we know this does not surprise me at all. But I'm with Desmond. Last 10%, my jaw is getting old, and I'm amen with that.
I'm
surprised that Lola says I'd rather give the first 90 so she could have her fun.
Okay, all right, Lola.
I respect that. I respect the shit out of that. I just don't like giving blowjobs, and so suck it away for 90. For 90% of the time. Let's say you're sucking dick. 90% of any time period is a long time period, even if it only lasts for a minute. You are giving a blowjob for almost 50 seconds. But if the last 10%, you just like, and then he busts on your face or whatever.
Listen, I'm gonna take that last 10% because again, it'll be an ego thing. We're like, bitch, listen. Made you bust.
Right.
But that's just me.
Desmond said he got arthritis in the jaw area.
Ma'am, I don't know you. I don't need to talk to you, but you need to come on out so she can come back in her apartment. Yeah. You need to leave. Let's go. Yeah.
She didn't get an eviction, so I really don't have to leave. I'm leaving on my own accord. No. But professionally, legally, this woman should have got an eviction. Let me record y'all too. Okay, I got all kind of cameras. This is not, you're not doing me yourself injustice. My friend will be here in a minute. You can wait for him. You can come on in. Her room's right here in my South kitchen. My office, and there should be one in the shop.
Ma'am.
So I don't know all of the circumstances, but this appears to, it says a squatter attempts to overtake woman's apartment, but was caught before tenant's right could be established. I don't know all of the story, but I'm here to tell you right now. If we come back from my rich white woman vacation, and it's a bitch that's trying to live in my house.
Bitch.
All right, bitch, I guess I'm out to replace the door because I'm breaking the door down and I am dragging you bodily the fuck out of my house.
Please call me before you start with the door.
Way.
Call me before you start the door, bitch, because I'm coming. I'm driving on 2 wheels to get here, bitch. Like, wait a minute, bitch, I'm coming.
And this isn't even a place that woman owns. Apparently, this is some woman's apartment. And then that woman got the audacity to be like she is the one offended. Oh, I'm gonna record you, bitch. Record me dragging you. Cause baby, the way I would have bum rushed her ass and dragged her out of the fucking apartment and been like, squatters' rights, all this shit belong to me.
Baby, do you understand? Listen, do you understand how hard out here it is for a pimp right now? And bitch, you gonna try to take some motherfucking place that I'm paying for it. I'm fucking paying some rent to fucking stay at, bitch. And every fucking month I gotta come up with this motherfucking rent or mortgage or whatever. And bitch, you gonna try to come in and take over my shit? Listen, the ass whooping that would ensue, the draggage, the slayage of how I listen.
Right, because there's no scenario where I would be like, hey, you can stay in my house while I'm gone. No.
Absolutely not.
Get it that my husband is married.
Oh, this is the last one, but
ma'am, I don't know.
Get it that my husband is married. He's like always trying to get to him. He will call the house. He will want him to go over, and then he will disconnect the phone every time that they're hanging out. But they're hanging out in his house. Why disconnect the phone? What is it that they're doing so private that the phone has to be disconnected? He doesn't want me to call. Why doesn't he just have?
Let's ask Rob just that.
Exactly.
Okay, the reason that I shut off the phone the way she's saying is because we don't want to be bothered.
Why?
We have a friendship for 24 years, and when we get together, we just don't want to be bothered. So we shut off the phone. My girlfriend doesn't have a problem with that. Why does she?
Get it that my husband is.
You go, you try, you go, because I can't. I don't even know why we even having this conversation. Because listen, What are we talking about here?
I know gay when I see gay. Him, he is a gay. You just don't want to fuck me.
Baby, you are giving him. You need to be given what's her face? What's the girl's name? The one with the microphone where she does the little Exactly. That is exactly what it was. It's just waiting for because it's like, ma'am, really? Man. And the guy in the audience, when he's like smiling, he's like
married.
Right.
He's like always trying to get to him. He will call the house. He will want him to go over, and then he will disconnect the phone every time that they're hanging out. But they're hanging out in his house. Why disconnect the phone? What is it that they're doing so private that the phone has to be?
Baby, this girl's face right here is like, bitch, are you that blind?
Like, bitch, if you can't see this, bitch, what is wrong? Bitch, what is your optometrist?
Even Wonder can see this, honey.
Baby, yes, that's
Well. All right, let's get into these your show, your stories.
Let's get into these real stories real quick. So listen, I'm always trying to bring you guys some news of the weird stuff, and so I found some interesting ones here. So according to the Express website, there's 3 different stories here. The first one is of mice and weed. This one is New Orleans Police Superintendent Ann Kirkpatrick told city council members March 13th that rats had infested the department's building so thoroughly that they made their way into the evidence room and were eating confiscated marijuana. They're all high, she said. The uncleanliness is off the charts, she elaborated, saying the building is full of mold and cockroaches and staff suffer broken air conditioning and elevators. Baby, okay. The next story was the passing parade. Okay, so listen. On March 5th in Green Bay, Wisconsin, a 42-year-old man was charged with battery and disorderly conduct with a weapon after his daughter called 911, saying her dad was naked and had a gun. Now, the Smoking Gun reported the story and the much more compelling backstory about, and I'll spell it, DEEZ -NUTS Lee, Lee, Kroll, Kroll, is the name of the defendant. Now, in 2011, Derek Lee Kroll, then 29, petitioned the court and paid $164.50 for a name change. And on the form, Kroll, who seems to be spelling challenged, wrote his preferred name as DEZ-Nuts Lee Kroll, Kroll, and said his reason for the change was that I, without a doubt, hate my name. 6 years later,
this man's name is D's Nuts Lee Kroll.
So 6 years later, it occurred to D's Nuts that he had spelled the name wrong, and he went to court to change the name again. At his recent run-in with the law, officers noted that he appeared to be intoxicated but cooperated with them. He was released on a $2,000 bond. What is wrong with people these days? Okay. This story, this is the one that got me. The golden age of travel. So Indonesia's National Transportation Safety Committee reported this week that in January, an air flight, Batik Air Flight, which I believe is the airline, both pilots fell asleep for about 30 minutes as the plane flew off its correct flight path. Now, Sky News reported that when the plane carrying 153 passengers and 4 flight attendants reached 36,000 feet, the 32-year-old pilot asked his co-pilot to take over while he rested. But the 28-year-old, whose wife recently delivered twins, also nodded off, and the plane flew itself for over 241 miles before they woke up. They were able to get the plane back on the right path and land safely in Jakarta. Baby, this does not make me feel good, even though I know the instrumentation.
Not, and I know both of them bitches better been fired when they landed.
Listen, I know once you get up in the air, these planes can fly themselves. I understand that, but baby, you ain't have to report this. But so now I'm looking at every pilot now, cockeyed and cross-eyed.
Right.
But in any event, so in some Beyonce news, she's revealed the album artwork for her new album, Cowboy Carter. She's also shared a substantial note in her Renaissance follow-up. She says, "This ain't a country album. This is a Beyonce album." She also said that this album has been over 5 years in the making. It was born out of an experience that I had years ago where I did not feel welcome, and it was very clear that I wasn't. But because of that experience, I did a deeper dive into the history of country music and studied our rich musical archive. It feels good to see how music can unite so many people around the world while also amplifying the voices of some of the people who have dedicated so much of their lives educating on our musical history. Now, also in her statement, Beyonce acknowledged her history-making singles Texas Hold'em and 16 Carriages, writing, "I feel honored to be the first Black woman with the #1 single on the Hot Country Songs chart. This would not have happened without the outpouring of support from each and every one of you. My hope is that years from now, the mention of an artist's race as it relates to releasing genres of music will be irrelevant." FYI, Act 2, Cowboy Carter, is due out on 3/29/24. And to be more clear, the experience that she was talking about, I'm assuming, where she said that she did not feel welcome, was when Miss Beyonce got on stage and performed with the Dixie Chicks at the Country Music Awards. And it is probably their most viewed 15-minute clip or segment that they've ever had in the show. But at some particular point when they had it on their website, they wound up taking it off. And then they wound up putting it back on after people complained that they took it off. So listen, this album and this packaging and how it's put together and Act 2 of this Renaissance project for her, she's making a statement. She's making some political stuff. She's making some racial stuff. She's putting all this stuff together. And Beyonce, I'm just going to wish you luck. I just hope the music is good. Texas Hold'em is okay. 16 Carriages is okay. So I just hope the rest of the stuff on there sounds good. But I've seen some of the names of the songs. Now, she got this one little song in there called Something Hussy. And I was like, well, I'm here for that. I like the way that sounds.
Yeah, I don't really care for either of those songs, but I mean, I'm fine with it. I always just people's commentary about Beyonce always verges on misogynoir or just flat out and that's from other Black people, particularly Black men. It's misogynoir because you could just say I don't like the songs and keep it moving, but people always gotta just add another layer of whatever, because there's a lot of shit that I don't like, and I do not like either of the songs. But that doesn't mean I don't love Beyonce. I mean, but I'm not like a stan. I'm a fan, but I'm not a stan. So I'm not automatically going to be like, I love this because Beyonce did it. If the song don't move me, the song don't fucking move me. Now, the remix of 16 Carriages with Maxwell slaps. Well, slaps is the wrong word, but I like it more than the other. But the criticism of Beyonce is always like, there's always like an undercarriage of negativity to it, that goes beyond just, I don't like these particular songs. And I'm like, I don't like the songs, but I'm glad that she's exploring it. And a couple of things that people say that annoy me that, when white and Black people saying, it was like, why she got to do a country album? Baby, there is no genre of music that was created in the United States of America that Black people did not. Rock music, created by Black people. Big Mama Thornton, Little Richard, all of those people in the South. Country music. Those songs, country music comes out of the music that slaves used to play.
Yep, pain and agony.
Right. It's called the blues.
Yep.
So, Beyonce isn't appropriate. And then when people say appropriating, you can't appropriate. If you are not a member of the dominant culture, you can't appropriate the dominant culture. You can participate in it and do something that is a reflection or, inspired by the dominant culture. And even the term cultural appropriation has to do with an inappropriate, I don't want to define the word by using the word, but it's benefiting or profiting from a culture that you don't belong to in a way that the people who are a part of the culture cannot. So that's why when people say dreads is cultural appropriation, because when white people wear dreads, they can be, when Kim Kardashian wears dreads, she's a trendsetter. When Black people wear dreads, they've got an inappropriate hairstyle for school or for jobs. That's cultural appropriation.
Yep.
You know, black people singing Italian arias is not cultural appropriation, because the time when Italian people were not considered white is long since past. Italians are white people. So Italian music, Irish jigs, all of that is part of what it means to be white Eurocentric. So you can't appropriate that.
Listen, in that same vein, let's continue with this energy. So this was sent to me by someone from a fan of the show. A Massachusetts investigator pursues 6 8th graders who created a mock slave auction on Snapchat. Now, a group on Snapchat was created overnight in February 8th through February 9th by a group of 8th grade students in the town of Southwick, Massachusetts, located about 100 miles west of Boston. During the chat, participants expressed hateful and racist comments, including one to commit acts of violence toward people of color, racial slurs, derogatory pictures and videos, and a mock slave auction directed at 2 particular students, investigators said. Now, as you know, Snapchat servers are designated to automatically delete all one-on-one messages and group chats after they've been viewed by all recipients, according to the company's website. Now, this doesn't mean this means that the company warns people that by taking a screenshot or another image, using an image capture technology is still appropriate, and you can do that, even though it does disappears. But if you take it, then you have it. So on February 9th, the existence of the group chat was reported to school authorities. The following Monday, 6 students were suspended from Southwick Regional School. On the same day, local police informed the Hampton District Attorney's Office about the post. One of the students was charged with interference with civil rights, threatening to commit a crime with a witness interference. And a second participant has been charged with interference with civil rights and threatening to commit a crime. The remaining 4 have each been charged with threatening to commit a crime. Several were suspended. 2 were suspended for 25 days and 1 was for 45 days. Now, their identities were not disclosed due to their age. The charges were filed in juvenile court. The Hampton District Attorney said he met personally with the identified victims and their families, and he said, hatred and racism have no place in this community, and where this behavior becomes criminal, I will ensure that we act. There is no question that the alleged behavior of these 6 juveniles is vile, cruel, and contemptible. Seeing it and facing the reality that these thoughts, that this ugliness can exist within middle school students here in this community in 2024 is discouraging, unsettling, and deeply frustrating. Now, one of the parents of one of the 2 targeted children spoke out on how their child is doing, and it was her daughter. She said her daughter is still having kind of a about it. Things are happening and popping up, and she is not really dealing well with it and processing. And on top of everything else that she's dealing with now afterwards, she said that when it was happening, she found out from friends that were calling her mom and her about what was going on, because she had no idea that she was being targeted. So I'm sure this is her going back to school, seeing people or even hearing about it on the news is just traumatic to her, and she's reliving it over and over and over again. And the mom of her just spoke out about this within the last couple of days. But again, this actually happened earlier this or last month or so. Well, we're still in March here. Last month or so in February. So listen, my heart goes out to the parents of these children that were targeted. My heart goes out to the people that were targeted. And my heart goes out to all of those that were there participating, because at some particular point, something needs to click for you. And I don't know what that is or how it is. I'm not going to talk about your parenting style or how you were parented, but when you know better, you do better. And I'm at a loss for words, but everything that was said, racist, vile, cruel, all of the above. But this is where we are still in 2024.
Right.
Very disheartening. In other news, like we mentioned earlier, the Mega Millions climbs to 977 million. Say it with me, folks. 977
million.
Now and this is going to be for Friday's drawing. Now, after no single ticket was won on the jackpot on Tuesday, That's why it's up to 977. Now, winning numbers were drawn Tuesday evening for the Mega Millions. The winning numbers were 24, 46, 49, 62, 66, and the gold Mega Ball was 7. Now, listen, if any of you all are returning your ticket from here, you heard it from Epic first. So the BGKH show gets a cut. Not much, but we get a cut, 10%. I'm just saying. But okay, I digress. So the jackpot prize has a value of $421.4 million, which can be offered as a one-time lump sum payment, which will be my option, or an immediate payment followed by 29 annual payments. Now, the total of $893 million is the 6th largest in Mega Millions history. So for those of you who have played, good luck. For those of you that are going to play, good luck. For those of you that haven't played, good luck.
Right.
Yeah. But
So
10% for the
exactly 10% to each of us.
Okay.
So I forgot we have one more. For those who don't know their ABCs.
Oh dear God.
Learn the alphabet with Mommy Dearest.
Let's go.
A is for B is for
Barbara, please. Please, Barbara. Leave us alone, Barbara.
C is for
Christina! Clean up this mess.
D is for
Don't! With me, fellas!
E is for
Eat your lunch.
F is for
Figure it out.
G is for
God, I hate this night!
H is for
Helga, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the dirt.
I is for
I'm sorry I did that. I'd have rather cut off my hand.
J is for
Jesus Christ.
K is for L is for
Look at me. I'm talking to you.
M is for
Tell me what?
Yes, Mommy dearest.
N is for
No more hangers!
O is for
Obviously, she cannot be controlled in this environment.
P is for
I'm gonna make a perfect life for you.
Q is for
I'm tired, Mommy.
Twitter!
R is for
It's raw.
It's rare, not raw.
S is for
Known you know where to find the boys and the booze. Scrub hard. Scrub.
T is for
Tina! Bring me the axe!
U is for
Suitable. Thanks, Miss Prophet.
V is for
I'm very proud of you, Christina. Very proud.
W is for
Why did you adopt me?
X is for Y is for
You love it, don't you? You love to make me hit you!
Z is for
You're welcome.
So listen, I don't know if any of you have watched this movie.
Barbara, please, Barbara.
That is one of the best parts of that entire movie. Because when the way
she squeezed her titties together, it's like in front of a reporter,
baby. The way, and for me, so I have an older sister and my mom, and they were. It was always this thing, and I don't know if you witnessed this with your sister and your mom, but it's always when my mom and my sister got into something, they were always arguing, but it was never about the thing that was obvious. There's so many levels to what they were arguing about. And I was like, what the hell is this? And one time it happened in my car, and it was like, and I was like, whoa, y'all gotta, we're not arguing. You shut the fuck up, because this ain't. I was like, whoa, we are in my car that I'm paying the note on. So y'all want me to drop y'all off or what? Because we're not gonna do this in here.
Mm-hmm.
That little Barbara Please scene, when I say it took all her energy because she had just jumped on this Barbara Please. Oh my God, that is hilarious to me. Absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
I also love what she says, and I think you're underreacting, Mrs. Chadwick. I love that so much.
She said, why did you
But
adopt me?
before we wrap up, let's
wait, hold up. She said, why did you adopt me? She was like, what? She was like, why did you adopt me?
Well, maybe I wanted a little bit of publicity. That's joking. I love you so much, Christina. Maybe just a little true. And then when she was choking her, she had her head on the ground. She's like, you never loved me.
Baby, the way she was banging her motherfucking head into that ground.
Yes. And then here you go. Helga, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the dirt.
Oh, God. Oh, you got to watch that movie because it's a great movie. But anyway, so we're now on to the Hootie. What are we doing? What happened?
Can you see it?
Yes. Okay, you started was that the last one you started to?
It was on the last one. I rolled it back to the beginning.
Okay. All right. So anyway, this week we're going to work with Sergio Hudson. And what is going on with this? Okay.
I just needed to get my cursor, so I'm good now.
No, I'm looking at this and something is just off because it should be his full name, but okay, that's an editing thing. Maybe probably on my end, and then it looks like the font has changed and everything else. What the hell?
That could be because I uploaded it into the StreamYard thing instead of projecting it directly from PowerPoint.
Okay, it looks different, but that's okay. All right. So anyway, Sergio Hudson, you actually probably know him because he won Bravo's TV show called Style to Rock back in 2013. And then within the next year or year and a half, I think it was, that was when Sergio Hudson had his first show and started his Sergio Hudson collection. And it is his two lines that he has had out have been ready to wear couture or ready to wear items. So again, a lot of his stuff looks like it is for the everyday woman, man, et cetera, et cetera. But again, he makes some really nice stuff. So I just want to point him out. He's a young designer, and a lot of he has done designs for some celebrities. And like he's done stuff for Rihanna, he's done stuff for Beyonce, he's worked with Kiki, he's worked with Issa, he's worked with like Jennifer Lopez and Priyanka Chopra. I'm pronouncing her last name incorrectly, but yeah, he's done some great stuff. So let's get on into some of his fashions and how they are planned out. This is kind of typical for him because again, these are these active women's business suits type of situation, and he does them very well because he stylizes them and makes them kind of not be everyday go to work type of stuff.
Right.
This next look, again, looks very casual chic, but still business casual almost. Maybe depending on where you work at, it could just be professional. It just depends. But again, it's something that's an everyday wear for the woman and or man that you can just wear every single day. But it's decent pieces. His pieces are quality pieces, combination pieces that you can do other things with. This look I thought was amazing. And these are all from his fall 23 line so far, these right here. So this leather and this what looks like a patterned lace top coupled or that's put underneath his jacket. I thought it was a great look, and it just works well for him. And again, everyday women. So everybody getting up, going to work every single day, working in the office, even some people going to church, whatever that may be. Like these are looks that actually can work for a lot of them. I thought this was a cute look. The bright colors, the fancy sequined skirt. So I thought it was really nice. And again, it looks like every day, like you would see some woman walking down the street with this look on, turning. This leather bustier type of stuff, when people work with leather, I get amazed when people work with leather because you can tell how much care and craftsmen, you can tell how much care they put into the garment and their craftsmanship because it looks absolutely amazing. And this olive like bustier corseted top type of situation looks amazing. It looks like it just falls right on top, like she just fell right into it. It's fitting.
Yeah, it looks good.
What?
I'm talking to myself. Sorry.
Okay. This purple look was a stunner. This is one of those, I'm going out after I go to work on Friday, but I'm going to go to work and be a little bit jazzy, but I ain't going to be so jazzy. But when I put my whole ensemble together, then it'll be jazzy. But I think this is a good look. This look, so I put this look in here. I'm kind of selfish because I see my mother turning this look out. I don't care what nobody says. I see my mother turn this look out. My mother always like a jacket with a collar on it and something she can flick that collar because that's what she feels like she's really, doing it. And this white look with this corset at the top and these slacks, it just looks very comfortable. And like I said, everyday businesswoman, but it looks great. This is another long sequined. I don't want to say it's not bugle beaded, but I think this is a sequin. But again, this fabric is amazing along with this coat. But it looks nice. She has a boot on, dressing it down because you can very well dress it up. And that's another key component for Sergio Hudson's designs is that you can either dress the look up or dress it down. And so you can see that they dressed it down with this coat, but then also with these boots. But then they could probably dress it up with another heel, maybe with an updo, maybe a hat or a nice brooch or bag, something that would dress it, take it up another level.
Yes.
Miss Keke Palmer, one of the 4 or 5 looks that she's been in that have turned it. Miss Keke had gave birth to her baby. She was walking into the place with all this body, and this gown was fitting her like nobody's business, and she looked amazing in it. This is another look by Sergio Hudson when she went to the Met Gala. It was the back because the dress. It was like, oh, this is just a great dress. She's giving very much of Diana Ross hair, but this back décolleté, if you will, or this back dip is all the way down to the top of the crevices and the cravats and the creases, but it looks good.
I love this look.
Yeah, it looks good on her. And of
course, this look slay. Baby, someone was this popped up on my feed a couple of days ago, just randomly, and I was just like, I can't believe that she turned it out so fiercely for us at a fucking inauguration.
Turned it all the way out, said absolutely like virtually nothing. Hair was done, clothes, everything was fit. Like she looked amazing. And this is probably one of his most popular looks that has come out from Sergio. This is I'm always getting her name wrong. Priya Chopkarta, I believe it is, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing her name, but she's a beautiful woman. And this is a Sergio Hudson look as well. And it looks amazing on her. I've seen this exact dress in a couple different colors, but it looks amazing on her, on Priya. Priyanka, I believe it is. This is another, what's her name? Kelsey. What's her name? Kelsey.
I don't know who that is.
I cannot think of her. Not Kelsey, Blake Lively.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it now.
But this again, pantsuit, but again, you can dress it up, dress it down, you can kind of club it because she has the deep V with her, with this kind of clear, showing a little stuff. So she can, you can dress this up a couple different ways, but it looks great on her. Miss Beyonce, he did a look for her as well. This is and for me, and knowing Beyonce, I think this was probably a after the concert, after the club type of I'm going somewhere for an evening type of look. And Miss Beyonce she looks pretty natural in this and every day, but it's a great look on her. Listen, Miss Kendall Jenner and this whole deep dive down to your belly button. She looks good in this pant top ensemble. She looks great in it, and it's another Sergio Hudson piece. Listen, Winnie and have to slay the kids like this, but this suit looks amazing
on her.
Yeah, it looks amazing on her. And again, it's a suit that's kind of part of it in separates in that she has the bra bustier top, the jacket, the slacks. It looks amazing. Miss Jennifer Lopez, something that's very simple, has an accented shoulder, and then she's filled out the rest of this with all this body that she has. Listen, it works, and it's a clean ponytail or chignon, if you will, with that hair up. She looks amazing. This gown I thought was amazing, and is
that Michelle?
No, it's not Michelle. It's a model, but I could see Zendaya wearing this. I could also see Toni Braxton wearing this.
Yeah.
I can also see what is her name? It is right on the tip of my tongue. I can see Issa wearing this because of the colors. Because Miss Issa looks great in like just about every single like jewel tone color that she puts on her body.
Yes.
But I think this is definitely a great look. And this again, like I said, everyday woman. This printed jacket right here, baby, I can see this going down Pennsylvania Avenue or going down Bladensburg Road. Like I can see somebody wrapped up in it, and it still looks good. And they can also turn that thing around and go to work. They can go to a little dinner date or something. But it works for me. And it's a Sergio Hudson piece, and it looks amazing.
Yes.
This was a variation in that same line. I think this was the ready to wear collection for 22 or 23. But it looks great. The short, almost like a bolero jacket type of thing. The long sleeves. Like I thought it was really good. I thought it was a great look. And these were some fun things that he did. I thought that were really, really, really cute. It shows a little bit more versatility with the bright colors. And the fact that they are like pieces that you can dress up in a couple of different ways. Because if you notice that the skirt on the right is the same as the skirt that's on the left, but she has a different top.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah. So very cute, cute. These gowns right here for me are saying I am a woman of a certain age, but I can still turn a look. And baby, they are turning looks. So this yellow one seems to be a little bit more daring for the small-chested woman.
Yes.
But the black,
if you got boobage, you can't be wearing nothing like that.
You got boobage, and you can't. Yeah, but I think these are definitely some great looks that he has put together, and I like some of the stuff that he does because again, it's the whole ready-to-wear concept seems to work very well for him, and I think that Sergio Hudson is doing his brand such a service by working one person at a time, outfit by outfit, letting people talk about the clothes as opposed to like bombarding you over the head with all the stuff. His clothes are selling out to people all over. And so we appreciate the people that are wearing his stuff. And I think he's going to have a long, hopefully he will have a long run in this fashion industry because I think he has some decent quality pieces.
Excellent. And with that, let's get into this beautiful bean footage.
Yes, sir.
Then that was a fun little hour and 45 minutes.
Always.
I'm excited. We're going to have a little road trip this weekend.
Yes.
Can't say where just yet.
Yes. We are. It should be fun. It should listen again. I should be able to get my. I should be able to get my whole one. I think I might have a decent chance to get my whole one. Mm-hmm.
Hallelujah.
I might have a decent chance. Yeah. Yep.
Thank you all for joining us. We really do appreciate it.
All of you, all the time. Yes, please come back again.
We love you, girl.
Right. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And that way you'll get notification. You'll know what's going on. You'll know when we're coming on. We absolutely love having you in the audience. We feel like we can just reach out and touch you and just chit chat with you. But we want y'all to drop comments in the show as well, because we read them while we're going along. So come on in.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's the youtube.com/the BGKH show. So look for us there, like, share, and subscribe.
There it is.
We'll end it as always by saying thank you all for coming out. God bless you and good night.